Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Russell, and I am here today to talk about the endangered species of birds, piping plovers. The piping plover is a small, tan bird found along the Atlantic coast and on the Great Lakes. It is known for its loud, bell-like whistle that it derives its name from. In the late 19th century, the birds were hunted for their feathers, specifically to make hats. This was the first time they were endangered until the US passed the Migratory Bird Act of 1918. Now, they are endangered once again due to increased infrastructure and development along their habitat. So why do we want to keep piping plovers alive anyway? The main reason to save them is because it shows that we still have a healthy ecosystem. Todd Pover, a senior wildlife biologist, states, "I think more importantly piping plovers sort of represent whether you have a healthy functioning ecosystem." Lelman. Pover states that ecosystems with piping plovers are not as severely altered and relatively stay the same compared to ecosystems without them. Now, the ecosystem will not be destroyed without these birds, but they still play a role in showing that the ecosystem is thriving. There are quite a few reasons for these birds being endangered. First being habitat loss. Plovers require a large, open habitat that is undisturbed. Rising sea levels in the Atlantic and the rising of the Great Lakes have started to become an issue as these habitats are constantly getting smaller by the day. Another reason that their habitats are being lost is due to the increased development of infrastructure along the coastlines. Plovers are very sensitive to human disturbance, and they often leave their nests if they sense heavy foot or vehicle traffic. Since the development of beach homes and other buildings around the water have increased, these birds have been a lot more susceptible to leaving their nests than they have in the past. Human development has been a large factor as well. The Superior Watershed and Land Conservancy Partnerships states in an article, foot and vehicle traffic in sand near or in nesting areas may result in crushed eggs or chicks. Unleashed pets also can harass and even kill nesting piping plovers and their chicks. These are only some of the reasons why these birds are endangered. What are we doing to protect the piping plovers? To combat these issues, the Superior Watershed Partnership is working with many associations including US Fish and Wildlife Service Coastal Program USFIWS, the Michigan Department of Natural Resources MDR, the US Forest Service, Hiawatha National Forest USFS, etc. Their efforts are creating shoreline barriers for vehicle traffic and signs being placed near the nests to ensure that people know where the nests are. Todd Pover has been charged to monitor these birds in New Jersey. He claims that it is a hard task to keep these birds safe, as they are so unpredictable. One of the challenges, he states, is that they can protect the nesting areas with fences to keep human travel out. But once the eggs hatch, the birds will not just stay in that area. They typically travel to the waterline, which is harder to be protected than the nesting area. Restaurants and other buildings in the area cause predators to be around the habitats. This causes them to come near where the eggs are and crush them or eat them. Although the habitats have many factors going against them, they are on a steady increase in breeding. According to the Superior Watershed Partnership, in the 1980s, the population of Great Lakes piping plover included as few as 11 nesting pairs. As recently as 2017, 76 nesting pairs were documented throughout the region. The trend of bird breeding is significantly increasing, but this does not mean that the efforts towards helping these birds should be stopped. There still is a long way to go to get these birds to a safe population, as they are extremely vulnerable. But the path we are on right now seems to only be getting better every year. Piping plovers have affected me in my everyday life. The beach I grew up at had many plover nests that were increasing in numbers over the years. Year after year, they kept shutting down more of the beach to protect these birds. It was interesting to learn more about why the beach I went to all my life was taking these steps to save the birds. When the birds originally shut down the beach, I was very annoyed. But after doing research, I realized how these birds show that our ecosystems are healthy. Thank you for watching my video about the endangered bird, piping plovers.